big shoes to fill.
That's all the time we have for today. Hurricane Katrina caused more than $160 billion in damages along the Gulf Coast. Recently completed billion-dollar upgrades to the flood protection system are designed to protect the city and the Gulf Coast from the worst Mother Nature can throw at it.
If Katrina happened today, the system would protect all of us within it.
Or basically mowed the campus with grease out of the cafeteria.
Playing golf now for about 12 years. It took me a while to hit the ball every time I swing at it, and he just doesn't fail. He hits it, his focus on the ball, his follow-through, his putting is absolutely phenomenal.
I have to remind myself of how old he is because I forget, and he's just so amazing at what he does. I mean, it's beautiful to watch him.
The university is currently at the first step of a three-phase project. The expansion of this facility will include additional water ponds and the construction of a biomass plant. Hurricane Isaac paid a visit to the cabins at Fontainebleau State Park a little over a year ago.
They had probably about 6 inches of water standing in the cabins, but the wave action probably was another 4 or 5 feet, and it damaged all electricity, air conditioning units, plumbing, carpet, mold on the walls, all the furniture is damaged.
The cabins are still unusable, and they're about to go through a second winter since the storm passed.
The governor's administration cut our budget completely and took the repair and maintenance money and put it toward operations. We didn't have a balance available to use that money, and all the money we used to use for operations got cut.
$2 million is the estimate cost of repair, money that could come from the cabins themselves.
The cabins at Fontainebleau are our biggest moneymaker and most popular attraction at any state park throughout the state.
They was rented on weekends, every weekend up to 11 months in advance.
Although these cabins only account for 10% the number of visitors that come to the park each year, they're still its most profitable attraction. Because of this budget situation, the park has no other option but to wait.
We are still the #1 park in the state on visitation, even without the cabins and the visitor center and the boardwalk. And still a lot of things to do out here, so y'all come visit us.
FEMA's approval for the repair may take up to another year. For North Shore News, I'm Satiago Rodriguez.
An isolated community in Yavichi, Mexico has been struggling to find cell phone coverage, but now the small indigenous group has its own provider. A community leader heard about Rizmatica in a village an hour away. This company works to increase access to mobile communication in small and marginalized communities. Users pay a flat rate of $2.50, and Rizmatica only keeps 1/3 of the revenue. The rest stays with the town.
Finals can be a double-edged sword. While many students feel the pressure of passing their classes, it also marks the end of the semester, and the relief of winter break is upon them. Let's go to Satiago Rodriguez, who is on location at the Sims Memorial Library.
Thank you, Paul. I am in this location where students gathered during the last week to prepare for the last battle of the semester. The place where they will get the last bit of information inside their heads before the last minutes, before they have to face that final, before the time is up. And at the same time, it marks the beautiful holiday where we get together with our families, maybe relax a little bit. And there's somebody behind me studying because we're at the last. This is the last part of finals week. Back to you in the studio, Brittany.